Lorries used to transport workers will need to be fitted with rain covers as part of new safety measures. And the Bentley driver in this viral incident will be jailed for 8 weeks and slapped with a fine. It's Wednesday, October 19th. Welcome to The Big Story. I'm Haryanto Diman. Subscribe to the Straits Times channel so you will not miss an episode. New measures announced today are set to improve the safety of workers who are transported on lorries. From next year, rules will be enhanced to ensure driver alertness and well-being. For instance, employers will be required to provide a rest period for drivers. All lorries used to ferry workers will be required to be fitted with rain covers. And all lorries with a maximum laden weight exceeding 3,500 kilos will need to be equipped with speed limiters. As for measures like seat belts and using buses instead of lorries, Senior Minister of State for Transport Amy Khor says they were found to not be feasible.
With regards, for instance, to seat belts, we have actually consulted the major vehicle dealers as well as workshops extensively to look at the feasibility of retrofitting and installing seat belts in the rear deck of the lorries. And the industry has actually highlighted that retrofitting the rear deck to install these seat belts may actually affect the structural integrity and stability of these lorries and actually pose danger or risk to the safety of the drivers and passengers when they are on the road.
A new inter-agency task force has formed to tackle the growing scourge of ransomware in Singapore. Comprising senior officers from several organizations, including the Cyber Security Agency, GovTech, Defence Ministry and Home Affairs Ministry, the Counter-Ransomware Task Force aims to bridge the gaps between jurisdictions that hackers take advantage of so as to evade law enforcement. The task force expands on CSA's purview of protecting critical information infrastructure for supporting essential services including transport, healthcare and energy. The driver of the Bentley, who had threatened to run down a 62-year-old security guard outside Red Swastika School earlier this year, was jailed for 8 weeks and fined $600. New Hong Chai is also disqualified from holding all classes of driving licenses for 12 months. The latest on the YISHUN murder, 19-year-old sales nurse Sia, who allegedly murdered his father, will be remanded for psychiatric assessment for 3 weeks. Mr. Eddie Sia was allegedly murdered between the 4th and 5th floors of Block 653 YISHUN Avenue 4 on October 10th. His case has been adjourned to November 9th. Overseas, Hong Kong Chief Executive John Lee today announced a slew of measures to attract global talent and businesses in a wide-ranging speech setting out his administration's priorities for the next year. This was Mr. Lee's first policy address since taking the top job in July. He told lawmakers in the Legislative Assembly that Hong Kong is one of the most competitive economies in the world and serves as an important gateway connecting the mainland with global markets. Hence, the city must be more proactive and aggressive in competing for enterprises and talents. Mr. Lee also outlined the incentives expected to lure these talents.
We will launch the Top Talent Task Scheme for a period of 2 years. Eligible talents will include individuals whose annual salary reached 2.5 million Hong Kong dollars or above in the past year, as well as graduates from the world's top 100 universities with at least 3 years of work experience over the past 5 years. These two categories of talents will be issued a 2-year pass for exploring opportunities in Hong Kong and are not subject from any quota.
And before I go, here's something cool to check out. Gardens by the Bay is hosting an invisible art exhibition. Take a walk through the gardens and track down the 12 art installations of the Seeing the Invisible exhibition. They include works by renowned artists such as Ai Weiwei, Sir Isaac Julian and L. Anatsui, and are visible only via augmented reality. Visitors have to download an app and internet connection is required. Now, you can download the app by scanning the QR code here or check out more details at gardensbythebay.com.sg. Those are top stories today. Visit straitstimes.com for more news and our YouTube channel for more videos. Subscribe by clicking the red button below. I'm Haryanto Diman. See you tomorrow for more stories on The Big Story.